Welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to present another poem by Wang Wei dedicated to his friend Pei Di in the title of 正裴时敌, or dedicated to Pei, the 10th Di. For me, this poem presents the best way to be friends for several reasons. I'm a philosopher, so I'm going to outline the philosophical views about friendship. Of course, the most important philosopher who analyzed the friendship is Aristotle. His view is quite simple. There are three types of friendship: friendship of utility, friendship of pleasure, and the perfect friendship. You might already know about this, so I'll just quickly outline what they are. As suggested in the name, friendship of utility is based on the utility a friend can bring to oneself. When the utility ends or replaced, the friendship ends. Or the friendship expanded and changed into another category of friendship. Friendship of pleasure is built on shared pleasure, and it might also end when the shared pleasure ends, or the friendship change into a different categories of friendship. Only the perfect friendship lasts. It is based on a mutual affection and admiration of each other's virtues and genuine care for each other's well-being. Contemporary philosophical views on friendship mostly define it from the perspective of relationship. The Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy defines friendship as such. Friendship, as understood here, is a distinctively personal relationship that is grounded in a concern on the part of each friend for the welfare of the other, and that involves some degree of intimacy. It essentially involves a distinctive kind of concern which might reasonably be understood as a kind of love. The most important changes introduced by contemporary philosophers to the concept of friendship is their focus on the relational nature of friendship, and defines friendship as concerns of the welfare of a friend for the sake of the friend. Hence, rejects Aristotelian friendship of utility or pleasure as deficient friendship. It is too hard to make a comprehensive review of all the discussions on friendship by contemporary philosophers. If you're curious, I listed the link to the Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy's page on friendship in the description section down below. For me, the simple definition about friendship I read out earlier is enough to categorize the relationship between Wang Wei and Pei Di. They might start as a friendship of pleasure or utility because they both enjoy poetry and they were from politically powerful background, working very hard to climb the bureaucratic ladder, etc. There were a lot of good reasons for them to become friends. However, as time went on, they certainly saw each other through the highs and lows of each other's lives. When Wang Wei was under house arrest during the Anlushan Rebellion, it was Pei Di who risked his own life to visit Wang Wei at the temple where Wang Wei was detained, and brought back the poems that were later presented to the new emperor Li Heng. Hence, not only saved Wang Wei's life, but also many other officials' lives. Their friendship was certainly the best kind anyone could hope for. I'm Dr. Gao, a philosopher obsessed with poetry. I make videos about classical Chinese poetry, philosophies, and traditional Chinese medicine. Please click the like button and subscribe my channel. Your support is very important to me. If you would like to donate to my channel, you can find the Patreon link in the homepage of my channel or the description section down below. I also offer one-to-one online lessons on these subjects. If you would like to read the original Chinese text with me, please contact me. Here's my email address. Now, let's go back to the poem I'm presenting today. What I really like about this poem is how their friendship is presented in the poem. Now, let me read the poem in Chinese first. 风景日夕佳，与君赋新诗。淡然望远空，如意方知疑。春风动百草，兰蕙生我篱。暧暧日暖归，田家来自迟。欣欣春还高，淡淡水生坡。桃李谁未开，啼萼满方枝。请君李还彻，赶告江农时。Now, let's look at the first two couplets. 风景日夕佳，与君赋新诗。淡然望远空，如意方知疑。风景 means scenery. 日 means day. 夕 means night. 佳 means beautiful. 与 means with. 君 refers to Paddy. So David and I translate it as you. 赋 means compose. 新 means new. 诗 means poetry. 淡然 literally means to take things lightheartedly. It can also be interpreted as being calm, settled, or peaceful. So David and I translate it as calmly. 望 means gauge. 远 means distant. 空 here is an abbreviation of 天空 or sky. 如意 literally means as you wish. It initially refers to a tool to scratch one's back. It is usually made of bamboo. It is still quite popular today in China. However, the item also has other cultural significance, especially during the last dynasty. During the Qing dynasty, 如意 became an essential item in many ritual ceremonies, such as the royal wedding. The material 如意 was made of and its shape also changed substantially. They can be made of jade, ceramic, or precious metal as shown in this picture. So David and I translate 如意 as scepter. 方 means just now. 知 means rest something. 仪 means cheek. So the two couplets can be translated as day and night, the scenery is beautiful. You and I are composing new poetry. Calmly we gaze into the sky in distance, and just now you rest your cheek on a scepter. 春风动百草，兰蕙生我篱。暧暧日暖归，田家来自迟。春 means spring. 风 means wind. 动 literally means to move. However, here it refers to the fact that the spring wind brings rain and warmth that germinates all the plants and facilitate their growth. So 动 here means to bring back all the plants back to life after their winter hibernation. Hence, we translate it as stir up. 百 means 100. 草 means grass. 兰蕙 refers to orchid. 生 means grow. 我 means my. 篱 means fence. I means dim. 日 means sun. 暖 means warm up. 归 initially refers to the internal doors, such as the bedroom doors. Since young girls often lived in the interior quarter of a house during Imperial China, Gui is also used to refer to the inner quarter for women, such as the phrase of 闺房, or the woman's quarter, or the inner quarter. Here it is apparently used to refer to the inner quarter of Wang Wei's house. So David and I translated it as Buddha. 田家 means farmer. 来 means come. 致辞 normally is written as 致辞, meaning to deliver a speech in a special occasion. But here it just refers to the words sent by a farmer they knew. This was a very common practice for people of pre-modern China because most people at that time were illiterate. So they just got a messenger to memorize their speech, and the messenger would repeat their speech to the receiver word by word. So the two couplets can be translated as the spring breeze stirs up all kinds of grass. Orchids grow along my fence. The dimming sun warms up the Buddha. A farmer sent a few kind words. 沁沁春还高，淡淡水生坡。桃李谁未开，啼萼满方枝。请君李还彻，赶告江农时。欣欣 means thriving. It is used as an adjective to describe the grass. 春 means spring. 还 means return. 高 refers to marshland. 淡淡 here is used as an adjective describing the movement of waves. 水 means river. 生 means form. 坡 here is an alternative script of 波 or wave. 桃 means peach. 李 means plum. 水 means although. 未 means not yet. 开 means bloom. 蹄 refers to the sprout of satin tail. It is often used to describe the soft hand of young girl, as in the phrase of 手如油蹄, or hands as soft as satin tails. Here it just refers to the sprout of grass. 萼 refers to calyx. 满 means fill up. 芳 means fragrant. 知 means bowl. 请 means please. 君 here refers to Wang Wei. So we translate it as you. 李 literally means to sort out and carve jade, and is expanded to mean the patterns once a piece of jade is cut open. Here it means to get ready. 还 means to come back. 撤 means walking cane. 赶 means dare. 告 means inform. 将 means about. 农 means farming. 时 means season. So these three couplets can be translated as the grass is thriving and the spring has returned to the marshland. Waves are formed on the overflowing river. Although the peaches and plums have not yet bloomed, sprouts and calyx filled the fragrant bowls. Please get your working cane ready to come back. I dare to inform you it is the farming season. The poem presents a peaceful yet intimate moment Wang Wei had with Paddy. It was early spring, the weather was beautiful, and they were composing new poems together. The second couplet presents a scene that was so peaceful yet also intimate. It is quite interesting Wang Wei used the term 淡然 to describe their state of minds. 淡然 is a rather important Taoist state of mind. It is used to describe the Tao in Tao Te Ching, stating that the Tao has no taste, is indifferent to people's like or dislike, but can be used infinitely. The concept of 淡然 is later used to refer a detached and calm attitude cultivated by the Taoist practitioners. I find it interesting for Wang Wei to use the term to describe their states of mind because the line 淡然望远空 or calmly we gaze into the sky in distance is followed by an intent observation of Wang Wei about Pei Di. 如意方知怡 or and just now you rest your cheek on a scepter. The first line claimed that they were detached and calm, but then Wang Wei noticed how Pei Di was resting his cheeks on a scepter. He must be paying close attention to what Pei Di was doing. He was not gazing at the sky, or he was just pretending to be gazing at the sky, but was actually gazing at Pei Di. Apparently, Wang Wei cared a lot about Pei Di. The third couplet looks like a description of the scenery of an early spring evening, but it is actually a compliment to Pei Di. Ever since the great poet Qu Yuan of the Warring State period around the 4th century BC, Lan Hui was used to refer to a gentleman of high moral integrity. Here Wang Wei attributes this quality to Pei Di. The next couplet tells us where they were when they received the farmer's message. That is, at the inner quarter of Wang Wei's residence. This also shows how close they are. The farmer might be Wang Wei's tenant, and he informed his landlord that it was time for him to go back to his estate at the country. The message described a beautiful picture of the early spring, and Wang Wei shared the message with Pei Di, making it an enticing invitation to Pei Di to go with him to his country estate. As you can see, Wang Wei had a very high regard to Pei Di's character, enjoyed the activity they did together, and wanted to spend more time with him. Although we don't hear Pei Di's response to Wang Wei's invitation, we can imagine that he must have accepted it with joy. What I really like about this poem is how comfortable and content the two friends were with each other. Although Wang Wei was much older than Pei Di, there was no power hierarchy here. As you might know, in Eastern Asian culture, seniority is still a very important factor in social hierarchy. A senior could demand respect and obedience from a younger person simply because of his advanced age. Wang Wei was not only much older than Pei Di, he also had a much higher social status, more fame, and greater artistic achievements than Pei Di. However, he showed no arrogance. He treated Pei Di as an equal and expressed his admiration of the latter's character. Best of all, Pei Di was also portrayed as quite comfortable and content in Wang Wei's company. We can compare their relationship to that of Confucius and his disciple Yan Hui. If you're familiar with the analects of Confucius, you would see how respectful Yan Hui was when Confucius was present, even though Confucius constantly praising Yan Hui's moral integrity. Confucius did not treat Yan Hui as an equal, but as his beloved heir to continue his philosophical school. their relationship was not friendship, but that of master and disciple. What Wang Wei had with Pei was the perfect friendship, praised by Aristotle. Their friendship was based on admiration of each other's virtues as well as enjoying the activity they do together. This is the best kind of friendship one can hope for. I'm Dr. Gao, a philosopher obsessed with poetry. I make videos about classical Chinese poetry, philosophies, and traditional Chinese medicine. Please click the like button and subscribe my channel. Your support is very important to me. If you would like to donate to my channel, you can find the Patreon link in the homepage of my channel or the description section down below. I also offer one-to-one online lessons on these subjects. So if you would like to read the original Chinese text with me, please contact me. Here's my email address. Thanks for watching my video. I'll see you next time.